All right. Hopefully we got this thing figured out. Boy, do I hate this program. But we're back, baby. All right, let's see if we can get the boys back. We got Kearnsy. We got Fonzie. And we got Dillon.
Boy, do I hate this program.
Maddening.
FM, baby.
Yeah, this is Riverside.fm. FMU. Oh, my God. Yeah, But hopefully everyone can see us. Hopefully we're good now.
I checked on my phone. I can see myself.
Yeah, we're good. That's all Fonz cares about is seeing himself.
Yeah, literally.
All right. Hopefully we got all this stuff. What is going on, everybody? This is Kevin Sports. You can call me Fitz. Welcome back to JDF Sports. I don't know who we lost. I don't know who we're going to gain back. But we're here. We figured it out. We finally made it. But yeah, everybody, we're back. We had like this whole thing. We did like a podcast for like 5 minutes, and then we realized that nobody could fucking see us. So we're back, everybody. I am joined by my good friends. It's good to be back on the mic. We got intern Kearns, who apparently doesn't like the intern title anymore. We got intern Kearns.
Long time.
How we feeling, Justin?
Bro, I'm just looking at my hair. This shit is flowing. This shit looks so much better than the last time I was on camera.
You got like a Jason Momoa vibe to it right
now. Sorry, I'm just feeling myself.
All right. Yo, shout out to my man.
I know Kevin never will.
Shout out to my man, Los. Big Knicks fan, Fonz. Big Knicks fan.
I see the Jalen Brunson picture here.
Yo, this is my guy. Make sure you guys check him out. You can find him in the JDF Sports Lounge. He's got a wonderful podcast. He's always doing his thing. Make sure you guys are checking him out too. And we're going to have him on the show very soon. I want to talk Eagles. I want to talk Knicks. I want to talk about his hate for the 49ers. But shout out to my boy Los. Appreciate you, bro. The 49. It needs to be documented. That thing is legendary. But I'm also joined below me by the man, the myth, the legend, Dillon James, host of Out of Bounds right here on JDF Sports. He's been holding it down. You've seen him on JDF Sports before. You've seen him on JDF Media. He used to host a show called Puck Off. He hosts Out of Bounds. He's a man of many talents and a mustache. He's also a great singer.
His mustache is very, very good. His mustache is beautiful.
I've been working on it for about a year now, so I'm glad it's living up to the standard here at JDF Sports.
Right on. Yeah. And then over here, we got my man, Fonz. You have seen him many times. You've seen him on Four Corners here and on Review and Preview. You have seen him on the Transfer Portal podcast a long time ago. He was on the Fitz Lounge with me as a co-host for a very long time, hosting the Slickback Report, which RIP, and host of Fonz Talks Jerseys, really popular TikTok guy. Fonzo, how you doing, my man?
Good. Listen, not gonna lie, I'll take the L on the program. I'm not gonna say the name because I don't want to get dropped here, but you know, we're back and running. Kevin, Dillon James, intern Kearns. It's all good, bro. I'm happy that we're all back.
It was a little frustrating.
No, but I'm looking at it right now, and we're looking clear, you know, so can't complain right now. So I think we're good to have positive vibes going forward. Let's have positive vibes for the new era of JDF Sports. All right,
we're looking good. Couple comments in there too. You know, if you want.
Yeah, sometimes things get a little rocky, but you know what? You got to prevail and move forward. All right.
Yep.
Is that the right word? I don't know.
That is.
Let's go Ravens.
Good. Oh God.
Go Ravens. He says no, thank
Ravens.
you.
Your thoughts?
Not yet. We're gonna give me. You got to give me like a whole section on that. We're gonna talk about that.
Nice. But yeah, everyone's doing good. You guys excited? This is the best time to come back for JDF Sports. We got free agencies upon us. The craziest time of the year outside of when the season starts. How's everyone feeling? How we doing? Feeling about free agency?
I'm feeling good. I think there was a little bit more that I wanted the Pats to do, but I'm happy with the moves that they made. Definitely wanted some more protection. Yeah, oh, dude, nice. This guy knows what he's talking about.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on a second. That's
Wait a minute. I know that guy.
Wait a second, dude. That guy's a smart guy.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that.
Fonz, where's the soundboard, bro?
Oh, you mean the? What do you want? You want the loser game show sound? You want the Hakeem Nicks laugh?
Bro, yeah, get the.
Where is that Hakeem Nicks laugh?
Well, just where it's from.
Yeah, where's it from?
So it was from a long time ago from the Dan Le Batard show. They interviewed Hakeem Nicks, and he had like no good answers and like one word replies. And then at the end of the interview, like said, "All right, thanks Hakeem for the interview." And he goes, and he said, "Yeah." And then he did the like that at the end. Like literally, that's literally all he contributed. Really,
Hakeem Nicks ate for a minute.
He did. He had a moment with the Giants.
Shout out my guy Zach. Appreciate you, Zach. Miss you, buddy. Love you. Lowe said Ravens is where the wide receivers go to perish. Facts. R.I.P. Hopkins.
You know what? Can I get into that? Because I saw a lot of
Fonz.
people posting. No,
JDF is back. Welcome back. Let's have it.
Here's the thing, and I love the first topic.
All right, so we're going to talk about something completely different now.
I saw the post of like that's where all the Ravens receivers go to die and all that stuff too, and I saw Anquan Bolden included in that list. Do people forget that he didn't have 1,000 yards, but he provided a lot of clutch moments for the Ravens, including a Super Bowl run. Shout out Joe Flacco, by the way. And then I saw Derek Mason on there. Derek Mason had like 3,000 yard seasons as the Ravens' all-time leading receiver, by the way.
Great.
Titans legend too. Really? No, I mean like so. Has there been a couple of bad ones in there? Yeah, like a Des Bryant. All right, I'll put them in there. Jeremy Maclin, yes. But, you know, DeAndre Hopkins is a fine.
Maclin.
Deshaun Jackson also was a Raven for like 3 games.
How do we link up with some poverty franchise people over here?
Here's the thing, though. All right, as a number 3 receiver, I'm like okay with it. And a cheaper deal, you know, is he going to give you the 1,300 yards like in Houston? Probably not, but he can still give you a good sick like grab here and there in the moment, like a good veteran receiver to lead kind of with Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman. So that's I'll say that like I think that's a good signing. It's a cheap signing, so it's not like if they paid him top dollar, then I'd be like, all right, that's a little too much, but it's a lower end deal. I'm fine with it. Steve Smith's another one on there too, although he has a little bit of off the field controversies. We're not going to get into that right now. That's the type of show we're doing here. JDF Sports is back, guys.
Steve Smith was a dog, bro.
Hold on, wait. I might have an announcement here. Give me 1 second. I think I might have figured something out.
Is our stream good?
Hold on. We're live on Facebook.
Let's go.
We're live on Facebook.
Here's the thing, Kevin. I guarantee you, it's probably the simplest thing, and that we're just 4 idiots that couldn't figure it out. It was probably the easiest, most
Bolden,
simplest
Steve Smith,
thing.
and Mason were anomalies.
Yeah, Macklin. Yeah, there's a bunch of that's a future top 10, Kevin, of like random Ravens wide receivers you forgot about that were Ravens.
I gotta say this, and I'm gonna get a ton of hate, but it's okay because I'm sitting up here fine. Ravens is where wide receivers go to die. Titans is where wide receivers go to die as well. Let's not forget. Dillon, you're not off the hook.
No,
Andre Johnson, Randy Moss,
Julio Jones.
Julio Jones.
Track record. I mean, DeAndre actually would have been fine if he didn't want to play for the Titans after just quitting mid-season last year to go to the Chiefs. He didn't like what was happening there, which I don't blame him. Last year was very, very bad for the Tennessee Titans, especially, before that, the year before that, DeAndre Hopkins had over 1,000 yards receiving. He was number one.
He had a good
receiver.
1 year.
He had a good 1 year for the Titans, especially with Will Levis when he was in that system with Mike Vrabel. But then last year, Brian Callahan coming in, being a first-year OC, first-year head coach, first-year everything, it seemed like. It's very interesting that the majority of the wide receivers for the Ravens and the Titans go to those teams to die. And again, I mean, there's a huge pipeline actually from Tennessee to Baltimore when it comes to players as well. Steve McNair, Derek Mason, the list goes on of former Titans players playing with the Ravens. So
Michael Orr going from the Ravens to the Titans.
Yep, Michael Orr going from the Ravens to the Titans too. So a lot of different players going back and forth. But yes, unfortunately, this is the place where in history, the place where wide receivers go to die, unfortunately.
It's all right. You could be the New York Jets, which is where quarterbacks go to die.
That's right.
Justin.
R.I.P. Justin Fields, baby.
I feel like every time I say I believe in Justin Fields since college, I just had to put on like the meme or the gif of like someone putting on like a clown mask. Every year I say I believe in Justin Fields.
I do believe in Justin Fields.
I still think he has a chance. And look, the Jets have never had a quarterback that's a mobile kind of, right? A mobile QB. don't give you the Aaron Rodgers is mobile because he really wasn't. You know, Geno Smith.
He wasn't last year.
Yeah, Geno Smith wasn't. You know, I mean, like when the Jets have
more mobile in college.
Yeah, but he really wasn't mobile on the Jets.
That's the thing.
Yeah, he's also not really
been
that guy.
I'm saying they never had a quarterback kind of a Fields' talent. Now, I'm not saying they're going to win so many years to go to the playoffs, but I think this could be a good opportunity. And it's a cheap contract that can move on from after 1 year.
Yeah, it's also a team and a place where even if he's like not playing well, even if he has flashes, he's getting recognition playing for the Jets. You know what I mean?
Los actually brought up a really good comment here. Bottom tier Ohio State quarterback, and that's saying a lot. Are you saying that Justin Fields is worse than Cardale Jones?
Cardale Jones had a rocket of an arm, though. Let's just be real. That guy had a rocket.
In college, but like in the NFL, have you seen Cardale Jones's career in the NFL? It's not essentially.
Rising moment he's on the ayahuasca.
Cardale Jones' nickname in college was literally 12 gauge.
The Ravens just released Marcus Williams, and the Titans just signed Draymond Jones.
I saw that.
Well, Marcus Williams, I knew he was going to get released because he got benched halfway through the season. And when they said, like, when Harbaugh's like, we want you to come off the bench, he said no. And then he was just a healthy scratch for the rest of the year. So I knew he was going to get cut anyways.
He ain't lying. Cardale dude got a chip.
In college. In the NFL, what did he do? Are we comparing the quarterbacks in college or the quarterbacks in the NFL? In this situation, we're talking about Justin Fields in the NFL going to the Jets to see if he can revive that organization and actually do something there.
He has a connection with Garrett Wilson in college. It could work.
He does.
It could work.
Oh, I got a bunch of. I'm sorry, I got a bunch of love to give out. Apparently, the Facebook comments aren't coming through.
Oh, okay.
So I got to give him some love. Shout out to Sean Militello off the dome. He said Derek Carr, Tennessee Titan 2026. Shout out off the dome, doing great stuff down there. All you Louisiana news. Nick Newton, shout out my boy. He said believing in Justin Fields every year is like believing in Kyle Pitts every year. William Keck, shout out to my boy William Keck. He said Justin Fields.
Last comment?
Believing in Justin Fields every year is like believing in Kyle Pitts every year.
I really want.
You're not wrong.
I know. I fell for it again last year with fantasy with the tight end.
We all did.
I fell for it again.
It's funny. Raheem Morris actually made a comment this recently, and he said Kyle Pitts gives you flashes that you believe in him, and that's the absolute truth.
Kyle Pitts might have the most undeserved X Factor Madden's ever given I've ever seen in my life.
That's such a true. That's so.
He
true.
gave him. He had an X Factor his sophomore year. And it was like, what? Why? Why does he have this? I'm always favorite.
Shout out to my guy William Keck, longtime JDF follower. Appreciate you, William. I just really have to give a quick shout out to William Keck. If you think you're having a bad month, he's a Mavs and a Chiefs fan.
He's a what?
He's a Mavericks fan and a Chiefs fan.
But the Chiefs actually did some pretty good things this yesterday, correct? With Patrick.
They got your corner.
They restructured the contract.
They got $45 million.
They restructured Mahomes' contract and who else?
And Kelsey.
Okay, and
Chris Jones. I was
gonna say I didn't think it was Kelsey.
Oh man, I feel so bad for the Chiefs for 3 Super Bowls in 5 years. Oh my God, I feel so bad for them. Get out of here, Mavericks. I feel bad.
I'm just saying, dude, William Keck is going
Mavericks, I feel bad
through it.
Dude, Nico Harrison needs to hire an army for protection if he ever wants to go into the city of Dallas again, dude. What a clown.
Sean said Cardale Jones was bootleg Jamarcus Russell. Shout out Kyle Kazmarzik. Ayo, look at Kearns lettuce. Isaac Ralston used to be a member of JDF. Shout out to Isaac. He said, should the Patriots sign Keenan Allen? It really depends if they miss out on Cooper Kupp, but I'd love to talk about that in a little bit because they need to make a move for wide receiver. But I have a message for Patriot fans, which I'll get into.
Just saying, we know how much we love white wide receivers around here.
That's true.
Saying
it's Cooper Kupp. I mean, Cooper DeJean put us on the map. Cooper DeJean put us back on the map. Kyle Kazmarzik
right there
said Pats and Cooper Kupp have mutual interest. Yeah, he did make a comment recently. Chris Nozek, Dillon, you need to turn your mic up. You're super quiet compared to others.
Well, that might be because I have a normal audio level compared to these guys, okay? They haven't been on microphones in months.
That's true.
That's the reason why they're so loud.
So it's my apologies.
When I I talk,
the studio quality over here, it just comes out.
Dillon, you sound
angelic.
Great. You sound great.
I'm always here for the Kyle Pitts slander.
Listen, when I hear Ravens wide receiver talk and Justin Fields, I get very excited. All right, wait till we get to John Cena talk, because that's when I'll really.
John Cena turning heel, baby.
Yep, turning heel.
Sean said Patriots 6-11. Andy, my man Andy, love you, Andy. He's a streamer. Go check him out on Twitch. He's been playing Defiance.
No, okay.
No, yeah, he might do a hot tub. Maybe I'll convince him to get a hot tub. Said my fist, your face have mutual interest. Kyle Kazmarzik. # be polite. # sports stream.
Aggressive. We don't do violence around here.
But all right, so could I have a moment? Were you guys okay with that?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Microphone's all yours, Fitz.
I want to address the Patriots nation, Patriots fans all around. I've been wanting to say this for a long time. There's a few things I want to address, but I just wanting to say this for a little while. Chill out, please. Everybody, if I hear one more person talk about a weapon that we need to get for Drake May, everybody and their mother understands. I have full faith. Dillon, do I have full faith in Mike Vrabel?
Yes.
Should we have full faith in Mike Vrabel?
To an extent.
Okay. The moves that the Patriots have made, and I said this in the sports lounge, and I'll say it again. If you're not excited about the moves that we just made, you need to rethink everything. No, we didn't get Devontae Adams. No, we didn't go out there and we didn't trade for DK Metcalf. No, we didn't get Chris Godwin. Let's be real here. Let's be realistic, okay? DK Metcalf was never coming to New England in the first place. Devontae Adams was never coming to New England in the first place. T. Higgins, I don't know how that situation's really going to unfold. I'd love to see it unfold in our favor. That's still an up in the air one. Cooper Kupp just got released today. He's aging. He's old. Could he be a viable weapon? Sure. But we drafted 2 guys last year, and we had one of the worst offenses I've ever seen with a rookie quarterback running it. We got to give guys like Polk and Baker a second to breathe, actually play on a competent offense, and actually make some progress. If we're not all forgetting here, New England's offense for past, 5-6 years, since Brady left, has been absolutely atrocious. We had Matt Patricia running the show. We had Bill O'Brien running the show for a little bit. We had AVP last year running the show for a little bit. We got Josh McDaniels, who made Mac Jones a Pro Bowler. We have to understand that the Gerard Mayo era is over. That was, to Bill Belichick, what Mac Jones was to Tom Brady. You have to step into the biggest shoes ever to fill in the NFL. Gerard Mayo literally had to fill Bill Belichick's shoes. It sucks that he was the guy. It sucks he was the one that took the shot. But at the end of the day, someone needed to do it, okay? It was Gerard Mayo. I wish him the best. I hope he has success. I'd love to see him back in New England someday. I think he's a great linebackers coach, a great defensive coach. Robert Kraft fucked it up. And Robert Kraft admitted that he fucked it up, and I respect him for that. We're all moving on from it. It's the Mike Vrabel era. We just signed culture guys, reliable starters, right? I've heard all this, all the talk about Williams. And now everyone's sitting over here talking about, yeah, well, he only played 50% of the snaps. Well, he was next to 2 really, really good pass rushers and 2 line. I understand, but we brought in a guy that was second in pass rushes from the interior lineman position, okay? We got in Harold Landry, who had success under Mike Vrabel in his system before. And as Dillon knows, solid pass rusher, solid run stopper.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It was just the number for the reason why we let him go. Just the contract number. It was too high.
We got a great corner opposite of Carlton Davis. And wait, what's coming up? What's coming up in April? The draft. Let's take a second. Everyone's pissed because these wide receivers. Chris Godwin was never coming to New England. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers were never letting Chris Godwin leave. Take a second, let Vrabel and Wolf do what needs to be done, and then let's have a conversation after the draft. Let's have a conversation in May. We don't know how everything's going to unfold. Imagine this. Imagine if we got Cooper Kupp, we drafted a rookie wide receiver, we brought in Travis Hunter, we made some of these moves. Our offense would look completely different. Everybody needs to stop. I saw somebody post today. this is dumb. Our wide receiving core is the worst receiving core in the league. Yeah, it is, but it needs to unfold. It needs to figure itself out. We also have some solid production out of Booty last year and solid production out of Pop Douglas. Pop Douglas cannot be a number 1 target. You make him your number 2 or number 3, Pop Douglas is going to flourish. So that's my rant. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time, but I have been so irritated by Patriot fans and their expectations. Yeah. This is the year to build the culture, set expectations. Next year, we go get the stars.
How come we didn't get a weapon, Kevin?
I'm out. You
want to know how to build? You want to know how to build the culture? Bring back Brady. Oh man, we stink after winning like 20 Super Bowls in 20 years. Give it a rest.
We got a couple of comments to go through here. I just want to show some love. Tom Scavetta, welcome back, fellas. Appreciate you, Tom. Check him out on Review and Preview, doing awesome things. My man, Price. Love you, Price. Welcome back, everyone. Appreciate you, buddy. William Keck, can I be upset, Kevin Morris? I'm a Chiefs fan and a Mavs fan. I'm down bad.
I'm down bad. No. You are. It's okay.
For the Mavs, yes. Chiefs, no.
No.
Simple.
Johan, I appreciate you, my man. Thanks for the love in the comments here. You're awesome. Definitely make sure you're following us and subscribe. William Keck, Steelers is the only franchise that gives job security to coaches. Other than that, Hot Seat Central. It's all about building the culture in New England right now. Nick Newton, William Keck. I'm always irritated with Patriots fans complaining about bailouts the Chiefs got. I mean,
I get that. I get that argument, but it's. I don't think it's the same thing. I'm just saying I don't think it's the same.
Best way to build culture: trade May, start Milton.
Yeah. Well, now at this point, they have Josh Dobbs now. They signed Josh Dobbs to the backup quarterback position. So
well, they want to trade. They want to trade Milton, don't they?
I think that's probably the case if they're signing Dobbs, because Mike Vrabel has familiarity with Dobbs working in Tennessee for the 3 or 4 games in the season 2 years ago. So, I mean, the big thing to me with Gerard Mayo was the David Culley / Lovie Smith holdover guy that we saw like we did with the Texans, with Houston. That's what Gerard Mayo was. Gerard Mayo had it in his contract to be the successor to Bill Belichick. I think also that Mike Vrabel probably would have been the coach of the Patriots last season had it, 1, not been for that clause in his contract.
Yep.
And 2, I think they were probably looking at it to say this could be considered tampering. You remember the Hall of Fame induction for Mike Vrabel last year in New England. He was there in the stadium talking very, very highly about the Patriots organization as he was the head coach for the Tennessee Titans.
That's right.
And then the Tennessee Titans fire Mike Vrabel. There was all that flurry about, he could be the Patriots head coach, but something led him to say, you know what? I'm just going to wait a year. I'm going to go somewhere else, be an assistant in Cleveland.
I think he went to he went to Cleveland.
He went to Cleveland. He was higher up. He was in the front office, actually.
Yeah, he was like in the front office there, like a
advisor role.
Advisor. There you go. So he was an advisor. So then they were able to fire Gerard Mayo this offseason, because someone had to fall on the sword for the year last year. And lo and behold, look, Mike Vrabel's still available. Let's bring him into the building now. So I think there might have been a little bit of tampering going on that they didn't want to come out in the news.
Oh, he immediately flew to, and then they did the Rooney Rule thing by interviewing Pep Hamilton.
Yep.
And then they wanted to do Aaron Glenn, but he denied it because he knew that was just get past the Rooney Rule. And then Byron Leftwich was the other one. Mm-hmm. And then they immediately, Mike Vrabel news came as soon as you were able to legally do it. So that's a really good point, Dillon. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. They knew they wanted him in there. I think that's why they chose to not make certain moves last year, because they knew they just wanted to have Mayo as a fall guy. Yeah. They could turn around and say, see, he's gone. We're going to go with Vrabel now. Vrabel's our guy.
I want to give a shout out here to my neighbor, JJ. He probably hears me yelling right now, but we got to start off slow.
What's up,
I don't know why everyone trying to rush it. Yeah, you know JJ.
Yeah, he came to grade with us.
Yeah, rather not rush it at all. That's 100% what it is. Chris said, is Fitz saying Patriot fans need to RELEX? And then he said, all these NFL signings, and they still don't compare to the Bruins trading Marchand. Yes. It's going to be crazy to see him in a Panthers.
That was rough.
Panthers uni.
Also, another note, too, you were talking about Cooper Kupp just a little bit ago. He got released today by the Rams. Cooper Kupp, he has played 104 in 132 possible career so far in the NFL. So 79% of the games that he was that he's played so far out of the 100%, which is the 132 games. So injuries are a concern for Cooper Kupp. Wherever he goes,
outside of that,
if Patriots fans really want him, then that's one thing that if you're really putting all your eggs in one basket, he has injury concerns, and that might not turn out well for you.
Well, that's why I feel like it's not. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Fonz.
No, I was saying look at his history, like his stats. Outside of that Triple Crown year, it's a lot of times he missed out with the injury. He missed, I think, like a majority.
Good receiver.
Good
production
when he's on the field. When he's on the field, he's a great receiver.
I think it's. I think
the Triple Crown.
But let's not forget. I'm sorry to cut you off, Justin. Let's just not forget real quick. You got to play Sauce Gardner, and you got to play Jalen Ramsey twice a year. So whoever we're bringing in, I don't know. Could Cooper Kupp keep up with those type of guys four times a year? But
at the same time, I feel like we're not. I don't think realistically the Patriots organization is looking at this upcoming season. It's like, all right, this is the season where we turn it around, where we get back into it. I feel like if you bring in a guy like Cooper Kupp, it's to have a mentor for some younger receivers, especially if we do go receiver when the draft comes along. But it's also just a target. It's also again older. But when he's playing, he's still a solid and consistent target for Drake May to be throwing to. So it's someone to just get Drake May into a rhythm. So he's not just like throwing to guys who aren't number one receivers and throwing to guys who really aren't that great. But you have a guy like Cooper Kupp who's a solid, consistent receiver at the very least. And he can teach He can teach some of these guys how to be more consistent, like some of these younger guys. And again, if we do bring in, I mean, don't get me wrong, I hope we don't, but like say we do bring in a Travis Hunter. It's just a guy who's been in the league for a long time. He's been a top receiver in this league. He can show these guys how to be a top receiver.
Yeah. And Vrabel made a statement about Javon Baker, and said, listen, this is a guy that I didn't think had a decent shot. There was a stat that I saw for the first 4 games of the season. I know it's a very small sample size. The Saints were Super Bowl champions for four games this week as well. But for 4 games this week, Jalen Polk actually had he ranked number 3 in separation from corners. It's just we had Jacoby Brissett, and he wasn't getting him the ball at the time. He struggled, obviously, later on. I totally understand that. But I'm just saying, like, players need time to develop, especially young players. And Polk caught a lot of heat because he said in New England that he's got the best hands in the NFL, and he came out and he said all this stuff. And Baker made the comment, I make people stand up out of wheelchairs, right? So they came in, they were a little cocky, a little hungry. But you get those guys going, you bring in a veteran, whoever that may be. And I'm also just going to say it, Mac Hollins is going to blow you away, but great culture guy. Right, Fonz? The no shoes thing.
Look at me, Louis, man. Like this guy yaps a lot for 2 catches, 15 yards a game. Like, I mean, seriously. If he was a Raven, I would love him. But still, I really stop with this. I don't care. Like, he doesn't go on elevators too because he doesn't want to use a machine to move him around.
That's you're joking.
He tries, but he's a good culture guy. He's a good, honestly.
You said?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Oh, interesting.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, I think if it's whenever he stays at a hotel, it has to be under a 15th floor or whatever, so he doesn't have to take the elevator. I don't know. Basically, just say you're scared of elevators. I don't know why. Literally, right? just say you're scared. Listen, it's fine. No, you can admit that. It's fine.
I got a couple of comments here. I want to show some love on Facebook. Colts signing Daniel Jones was so clutch. Just in case the worst QBR Anthony Richardson gets hurt, he's replaced with the best QB in the league. Xavier, shout out to Xavier.
Being a Colts fan right now.
Where's Wesley Burton at?
With that quarterback room you have, Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones, and they said that Anthony Richardson, the GM already came out saying that. Yeah, Daniel Jones is coming in to compete for the
Dillon
number 1
hates
spot
the Colts.
Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson was the number 4 overall draft pick 2 years ago, and you already have somebody coming in to compete for the number 1 spot at your quarterback position.
You know what the Colts should do? Trade Anthony Richardson to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who says no? If you're done with them, who says no?
What do you get back, though? You just hoping for draft compensation?
Yeah, a ton of draft compensation.
I don't think you'd get a ton of draft compensation
I don't think you would either.
Anthony Richardson.
You don't think so?
I don't think you would.
I think you'd get a second or a third for him and some other, and then
How
a
much
couple
Trey
of later
Lance
picks.
Fetch when he went to Dallas?
That was also a little bit later in his career, right? After he tore his ACL.
That was what, 2? No, Trey Lance. Not Trey. I'm sorry. Did I say Trey Lance? Yeah, Trey Lance.
Yeah, Trey Lance got
San
traded
Francisco over to Dallas.
Before
2 years ago. He got traded 2 years ago. He was with San Francisco for what, 2 seasons?
Yeah.
Yeah, two seasons and then got traded because the Brock Purdy effect.
You would probably get a bit more value than you would have with Trey Lance with Anthony Richardson, but not much more.
A little more, but yeah, not a lot. A little more.
Not a lot. Yeah, not a lot.
Yeah.
William Keck, he said, sorry, Fonz, I feel like every single time I go to read a comment, you go to say something. What's up, buddy?
No, I'm just saying the Facebook people, show love for all the Facebook here, but for you Facebook commenters, you definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel too. I want to get those numbers up as well too. And comment.
Get engaged and have your comments show up on the screen and be
we're building up everything.
Get on YouTube. There you go.
One of our goals is expanding outside of Facebook, so we want to go more. If you want to check us out on YouTube also, head over and subscribe. It's just one button. Please do it. Please. I don't want Kevin to fire me.
William Keck said, I'm not a Bears fan, but can we all take a second to applaud Ben Johnson addressing O-line with their franchise quarterback? Absolutely.
He did right away. I loved it. Loved it. Not even a Bears fan. I loved it.
Andy said Williams will still sink. Caleb Williams, big stink. And are the Broncos the favorite this year? Like, what the fuck? They signing big players? Yeah, I mean, they're doing what they can. They had cap issues last year. They obviously brought in Bo Nix. A couple of guys probably want to go play with them. You brought in, Drake Greenlaw, Evan Ingram, a couple of other solid moves there.
I would say. They exceeded with Sean Payton now, so.
What's the corner they brought in?
The what?
The corner they brought in.
I'm not sure. I don't remember 100% the corner that they brought in, but I know Drake Greenlaw was a big move for them, and then Evan Ingram today was another big move for them. I mean, they have Pat Surtain, Defensive Player of the Year, so. They brought in Tafunga, the safety.
Oh, yeah, the safety. Yep.
And they have their pass rusher, Bonito or something?
Nick Bonito.
Bonito, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, he if it wasn't for Jared Verse's awesome season, he might have won Defensive Rookie of the Year.
No,
he had 10 sacks.
They exceeded expectations, the Broncos, and now and they're seeing what Sean Payton can do with them. And a lot of players were like, you know what, let's play with this young quarterback and this coach, and it's a good match.
I have to toot my own horn for a second though. Jared Verse, I called that shit. Just to let you know, Defensive Rookie of the Year, called that shit.
Dude's a beast.
He is a beast.
He is.
Got a shout out to my boy Malik. About time y'all got back. Appreciate you, Malik. Malik's doing some awesome stuff. He's on all these different podcasts. He does wrestling. Fonz, we'll have to have him on to talk some wrestling with you. But
yes.
He's the man. Great content, great guy. Really cares, really passionate about this shit. So definitely give him some love and some shout out there. Andy said, "What's scarier, elevators or Keck with hot pockets?" Because Keck made a comment and said that he wants to smack Cooper Kupp in the face with a fresh out the microwave ham and cheese hot pocket.
That's like
ham and cheese. Nice.
That's like certifiably insane. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Because it's the ham and cheese one. That's a waste of a good hot pocket.
That's a borderline death threat right there.
Where are we predicting Kupp's gonna go though? Because I have a feeling he's gonna go to Seattle because he's from the Washington area and he said he wanted to be close. Like he doesn't want to have his family.
He did say that he's intrigued about playing to New England.
But I'm saying, like, he was also factoring in, like, he doesn't want to move his family across the country, so he's looking also at West Coast teams, like the Chargers, Seahawks,
49ers.
Yeah.
I could see him going to the Seahawks.
I guess it depends if he wants to play for a contender.
Seahawks let go of everybody.
Everyone.
Like Seahawks, 49ers fire. So, yeah.
Yep.
Real quick, just a funky few more comments here. Nick Newton said Richardson to the Steelers. I'm here for that.
Nick,
sorry.
What would you give up for Anthony Richardson?
Oh yeah, let us know.
True. Yes, please, Nick. Let us know.
Anthony Richardson. I would love to hear your thoughts on that.
Xavier said trade him while he has any value left at all before it's too late. If it isn't already, listen. All this Anthony Richardson talk, and I have a binder full of cards behind me and a couple Anthony Richardson rookie cards. Let's pump the brakes before they lose value. Dillon, I did want to show you today. I pulled this. Pretty pumped about it.
Okay.
Malik Neighbors. Yeah, it's like a $60 card.
Malik Neighbors. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got Brian Thomas jersey patch.
Ooh.
Nice.
The Malik Neighbors one.
Probably grade and or just sell raw the Malik Neighbors card as quickly as possible because wide receiver cards typically don't hold value long term.
I don't know. Them LSU boys. Them LSU boys.
Maybe, but
this is a question with the Malik Neighbors one. Is he wearing number 9 on the card?
He is.
could that be a little bit more rare because he only wore that in the preseason before changing to 1? I'm just asking if like that's
no.
like a possibility.
Well, it's like Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry was wearing number 26 on his rookie card.
I thought the 2 in the preseason, then he changed
something
it.
along those lines. Yeah, but he wore a different jersey number on his rookie card.
I don't know if they count. I know like people get the actual jersey, like that's like the rarity, like getting like the preseason jersey of like that. So I thought like maybe I don't know.
So Panini is the producer of cards right now, and Panini is garbage, and they're actually losing their rights in 2026 to Topps.
Actually.
Yep, to Topps, which is going to make so right now, actually, and for everyone who's watching that's interested in cards, we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff on cards. Dillon's really connected. I'm bringing my boy Adam on. We're going to be actually ripping on whatnot all under the JDF branch. So if you're interested in cards, definitely make sure we're going to be doing a lot there. We'll probably do some shows and whatnot. But so Topps actually does cards now. But if you notice here, the helmet doesn't have anything on it.
Yeah,
and that's because they're unlicensed.
And they're unlicensed, so you cannot have.
So they can still put the players on there, but they just can't use teams.
But here's the catch with Topps.
So they have a deal with the NFLPA. They don't have a deal with the NFL. Yet.
Okay, that makes sense.
But here's the thing with Topps: all big names are signed with them. So Jaden Daniels autographs only found in Topps cards. C.J. Stroud, Caleb Williams, Drake May, Anthony Richardson, Bryce Young, all those guys only on Topps. So there's in the card industry, for those that are interested, there's a big dispute between Topps and Panini, but Panini just doesn't care. They give out the most. They're like literally the worst company ever for how much money is in the card industry. So definitely make sure you're following JDF. We're going to be doing a lot with the cards, and we're going to have a lot of fun with that and a lot of good content coming up. A lot more comments coming in here. I know we're trying to stay on track. Sean said, I need Mekhi Becton to sign with NOLA. Sean, no, you don't. He's going to come here to New England. Andy said he's not leaving Facebook until William Keck does. They're a 2-man band. Shout out to my guy, Daryl. He said, hola, amigos. And he has the Eagles emoji. Number 1, he's a big Eagles fan. He's also a fantasy football champ in one of my leagues. Great guy. Love you, Daryl. William Keck, I think he's going to go to the Chargers. I'm so glad to see y'all faces. For your information, I'm literally on brick mode right now. Appreciate you. Sean Militello said Cam Jordan taking a pay cut to stay with the Saints.
Pause.
Go Tigers, wide receiver you. Andy said hashtag Fonz facts. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Did I miss something here? Anything? No, I didn't miss anything.
Justin Fields to the Jets. What are your thoughts on that, Kevin? You never give me your thoughts on it.
We'll talk about that. Nick did comment. He said I'd give up a third, could be a second, depending on Roman and Roman Wilson.
That's actually an overpay, in my opinion. If I were the Colts, I would take that.
I would take that if I was the Colts.
I would take that too.
I mean, I guess if you're the Steelers, you're hoping that with the wide receivers you have, he can just sort of, without the offensive pass interference and the
I was thinking value-wise for Richardson, probably would just be a third-round pick, in my opinion, at this point.
Probably.
Yeah.
You could probably say 2026 third-round pick, too.
But, rookie year, he came out, he's – at the end of the day, Anthony Richardson's a crazy athletic freak. For me, that whole – I was tired, I was winded. You never see that in the NFL. And I'm a super out of shape guy. There's no way you're going to catch my fat ass running up and down an NFL field. By all means, I am not one of those people that's going to shit on Richardson for it. But compared to all the other players, bruh.
200 likes and we'll get Kevin to sprint down an NFL field.
This dude Saquon Barkley is running for what you see in a regular season from some guys in a game. He's not complaining about it. Come on, man. You're younger than him.
No. Especially where you are in the hierarchy, in the team. You're drafted high, a young quarterback with the franchise that's looking for that star QB. You're the leader, you're the captain. You have the C on your chest. So that's a bad look. Listen, if any player did it, obviously it'd be bad. But it looks a little bit worse because again, you're the quarterback, the leader, the captain, the face of the franchise. You know what I'm
bro, you got to work harder than all those guys, man. You want to be the
When's the
leader?
Last time you saw a quarterback sub himself out in a game?
Never.
Not one time.
There's probably been another player, non-QB, that's done it. Probably. But
dude, look at how many linemen. I know it doesn't happen often, but look how many times you see a lineman just turn and projectile onto the field because they're just in gas.
There's guys that'll literally shit their pants.
Yeah.
Or piss themselves middle of the game because they don't want to come out.
They don't want to come out.
Didn't Don McNabb throw up in the Super Bowl or something against the Patriots? McNabb, right? He was sick.
I think so, yeah.
McNabb. Yeah, he was probably drunk, alcoholic. Couple of comments real quick on Facebook. Michaela said this man has tons of cards to show off and is always snagging cards that can attest. William Keck said National Treasures versus any card brand. National Treasures from Panini.
National Treasures was a good movie.
One or two? Both.
Either.
Yeah.
Bro, okay, sorry. I'm getting going.
My man Robbie Burquest said breaking news: the Patriots will play in New England this year. Robbie, shout out to him. Big Patriot, big Celtics fan. Appreciate you, Robbie. My man Mike Pearson. I just want to give a shout out here. Can we give a shout out to my man Mike? He just got married. Shout out to Mike. Congratulations, Mikey. If you're still watching, man, happy for you. You and Jess, well deserved. Sean said Walgreens got the cards.
Well deserved.
Andy said he just gets tired. Mike said he's always tired. Andy wants to do a JDF Sports combine now.
I will smoke Fitz 100%.
Crush it.
I'm not going to say anything about anyone else, but
Sean said Anthony Richardson asked to be a top 10 pick. What, Sean? Come on, man.
Wait.
What did it say?
What?
I'm not even gonna...
I don't know, Sean. I don't know what you mean by that, man. Mike said my 40 time gets better year after year. Okay. Robbie, won't be surprised if Fields brings some life to the Jets. He's capable. They're still New York Jets at the end of the day. Sean said Reese's or Snickers?
Reese's. No hesitation. Reese's. What are we talking about?
Reese's. Yeah, okay. I'm glad.
Snickers is like the filler candy for Halloween.
Just a couple more here. My man Connor. Shout out to Connor. Connor actually made this beautiful brand new logo for us. So shout out to Connor. He does a lot of our graphics, a lot of our design. Connor is the absolute man.
Also down there in the corner.
Yep. Appreciate you, Connor. Thanks, man. Mike said, can you guys get a golf dude? We need more golf content.
Dude, I'm absolutely terrible at golf. So
Mike's my golf buddy. Him and I play golf. He said, thanks for all of us giving him love. No problem there, Mike.
Dude, I honestly think I've set world records of how the angles of shanks that I've had are insane.
Tyrell's in the comments. You guys are beautiful people. Reese's easy. Shout out to Tyrell. Tyrell, we miss you. Love you, buddy. Hope you're doing good. Tyrell just had a baby. Just had a baby.
Oh, I didn't see that. Congratulations, Tyrell.
Well deserved, Tyrell.
Yep. Yeah, well deserved.
Well deserved. That's great. Let's hop over to the YouTube chat as well.
Yeah, I want to
comments there too.
Yeah, we got some.
Let's go to YouTube.
Let's talk about some of these. Jonathan said, "If Pats get Cooper Kupp, I just hope they draft a younger wide receiver. I think Kupp will pop. Would be good for Pop. I'm not sure.
Pop Douglas."
Potentially.
Demario Douglas.
He also said notifications on, 100% fire emoji.
Smoke.
Mr. Cheese says # free Ron Mexico.
I play. First of all, do you guys know who Ron Mexico is?
No.
You told me. I'm not going to repeat it. But
so I play Grand Theft Auto role play, and I made a character, Ron Mexico. Ron Mexico is the name Michael Vick used to give doctors' offices when he would go and get tests for STDs. It's a Michael Vick alias that he used to use when he got tested for STDs. So that's my character on GTA roleplay. But yeah, me and Mr. Cheese, and then you have Charlie here.
Charlie, yeah. Tell Nate I joined YouTube. So Nate, if you're watching on Facebook, hop on over to the YouTube channel with Charlie and Dad. Charlie and Dad page. That's what it says.
Hi, Charlie.
So
Hi, Dad.
Join Charlie and Dad.
He's also
Rick mode. Yo, dude.
Well deserved.
Can we get a pause in the chat, please?
EOS. Congrats, Mike.
That's my girlfriend, Michaela.
Wedding, right?
Yep, on the wedding. And then, Kearns, have you found a way to hit it backwards?
Well deserved.
Hey, yo!
Yeah, where's my pause button? Pause, bro.
Oh, man.
What the fuck?
Oh man. We got a lot of comments. Tyrell said miss you more. He's laughing. Andy said all these life updates. Tyrell said he earned that one.
Well deserved.
You well deserved, Tyrell, with that baby. Sean said, what I mean is AR-15 is that he literally didn't do anything in college football to prove he can play in the NFL besides showing his athletic ability. Sean, bro. Sean.
Oh,
my God, Sean.
Dom Militello.
This is Sean.
Come on.
Sean, please.
Awful.
Please explain this to me.
No.
And then Sean said, Dr. Pepper or Coke?
Dr. Pepper. Coke's overrated.
Dr. Pepper. Coke is overrated.
Diet Coke.
Coke
Get
Zero. Get out of Diet Coke.
No.
Hey, Dr. Pepper Zero, though, is fire.
No.
Dr. Pepper Zero is fire.
Oh, okay. Hold on real quick. So there's development. It's me, Will. So Charlie and Dad paged William Keck. Instead of Nate, he meant Andy. So Andy, if you're watching, William is now on YouTube, and he's also in brick mode here.
I want to get some info here. How did Andy turn into Nate, and how did Charlie turn into Will? I'm confused.
Simple.
I would bet Charlie is Will's. I was gonna say son, but I guess Charlie could be a daughter's name too.
Yeah, I think it's his son.
Probably his son. Yeah,
and
Charlie
they share a
dad,
YouTube page.
Will is the dad. Yes, I get that. Andy to what? Nate. Nate was the name that popped up.
Yeah, so we figured it out.
I'm confused.
We got the whole thing there.
Pull up the comment.
Andy,
pull up the comment. No, pull up the comment. My name on it. Pull up the comment. Name on it. Pull up the game. Click on.
Michaela said DC's hit different. Fonz is correct here. Yeah, typical white girl response.
DC.
All right.
Oh, Diet Cokes.
I guess someone just joined Murphy as an op in that household.
No.
Andy said the boys are buzzing right now. And he said we tweaking like Jello. Then Robbie said Pats are building a carbon copy of the first dynasty. Hard-nosed defense that picks up Spillane and Landry are just as huge. I love the Spillane pickup, by the way.
Yeah,
dude is a football guy. Andy said he's Team Sean, and then he said YouTube Brick Keck. I'm not freaking leaving. And then Sean said other do stuff.
If that was the guy.
He did. Sean said Drew Brees over Tom Brady, and then Newt said, Sean, please fucking stop.
Will's still going on
deserved.
YouTube, by the way. Well deserved.
Will.
Charlie is my son. Regardless of being married and a father, I'm still on brick mode right now for all four of you.
And then we have comments here now on our wonderful YouTube.
Real quick. Got a massive shout out to our boy Tyrell. I'm watching on YouTube and Facebook. Talk about a super fan. God getting right, Tyrell. That's what we want to see. Not what I'm giving you the shout out. Just you'll see. Just not what I'm giving you the shout out, bro. Come on, Tyrell.
So he said he loves to explain that for everyone. Bless you. Odie said, glad to see the boys are back. Appreciate you, Odie. And yeah, we got you for love. We're just trying to get through the comments on YouTube and Facebook because it's not working. There's a lot going on right now, but appreciate you, Odie. Wait, y'all drink soda
by Riverside.
Honestly, no, I don't drink soda. Which is
honestly, no, but hey, you know what? It's working now, so it's not like it's like.
Is it?
It's cool.
It's said mad racist.
It's not.
I mean, it's
right when I was giving him those props, dude. Come
Simon tell Odie to mind his beeswax. And then Odie said that he doesn't care that you broke your elbow.
I'm gonna say it. I don't care that you broke your elbow.
William said, Charlie is my son. Regardless of being married and a father, I'm still on brick mode right now for all four of you. We appreciate you, bro.
I'm ordering a custom, like those old Staples buttons. Yeah, I'm ordering a custom pause button.
That's right.
Pause.
Hey, yo.
That was easy.
Oh my God. I can't keep up. These comments are wild right now, bro.
Why can't we see Facebook?
Oh my God. I ain't fucking leaving, Sean said.
Tyrell
said commenting on both #threesome. Sean said your Steelers can eat a dick. Andy said #JDF Eiffel Tower. JDF 2 towers. The second tower got hit. Sean Militello said smart water life.
I'm done.
Oh. It wouldn't be a JDF stream if we didn't just absolutely. Andy's now commenting. It says that he misses Keck bad. Oh man.
my God.
I can, Sean, you promised me you'd let. Okay, now Nate and Andy here. Now Sean.
Wait.
All right.
There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on. It's Fonz. Justin Fields and the Jets. What are your thoughts?
I feel like it's a good move. I'm a little bit all over the place, Kevin. What do we do now? What's up next? Cooper Kupp, where's he going?
Cooper Kupp? I mean, you said that the West Coast thing, that Seattle's a good point. I think the 49ers could sneak in there. I mean, you're about to sign Brock Purdy. You got to throw the ball to him. You got Brandon Ayuk. And then, I mean, sure, Ricky Parasol, George Kittle. Maybe that's not a.
What does the B in Brock Purdy stand for? Blah, blah, blah. Right.
I just can't believe the 49ers downfall, man.
It needs to be studied.
It needs to be studied.
This is like one of the big downfalls, honestly, because isn't like a thing like every year we've talked about the Niners on paper have like a stacked roster, Super Bowl favorites every single time.
Do you trade?
Do you ever feel
Christian McCaffrey?
Do you say free him?
Trade him.
Oh, trade! I think you said free.
Why do you keep Christian McCaffrey? Why?
Because he was remember before McCaffrey, what was the thing that they needed? Like a solidified number one running back because they had everything else. And now they have a lot of missing pieces, but the top tier running back. So, where would you trade him to, and what would you get in return for him? Because remember, injuries. Didn't he miss? You're not gonna, right? He missed all of us.
Yeah.
Didn't play?
Yeah,
no, it wasn't all of last year. I thought he played.
Barely.
But you're not going to get a return for him.
Oh no, he's
not going to get a big return.
Didn't he play like 1 or 2 games last year?
Yeah,
and get injured in the middle of the second or something.
He started on IR in the beginning of the year, played 2 games coming back, and then was out for the year.
Re-aggravated his injury.
Yeah. Well, we're seeing this resurgence of running backs. You have Derrick Henry, you have Saquon Barkley, you had Josh Jacobs. All 3 of those brand new teams. All 3 of them massive impact on the teams that they played on right now.
But
why can't Christian McCaffrey go join
Well, that's what he did with San Francisco. He was fully healthy in San Francisco the first year he was there.
And that window closed so fast.
Quick.
So fast.
I guess he's I thought he was older. He's only 28. I mean, that's definitely not young, but that's
but old. Christian McCaffrey 28 is like a 45.
Yeah, also like he's also had like a lot of like.
Yeah, he was also a lot more injured than all of those other guys too.
Derrick Henry, correct from I don't think he was ever severely injured in Tennessee.
There was only one time he was injured. It was after his 2,000-yard season. He had a foot injury that occurred against the Colts, I believe.
Oh yeah, but he still
was out for like 6 or 7 games, and then he came back for the playoffs. Played in the playoff game against Cincinnati Bengals, where they lost as the number 1 overall seed in the AFC.
Jacobs never had. I think he might have had 1 injury season, but yeah, McCaffrey's had more than 1.
I don't think Jacobs had an injury season. I think he just regressed a little bit and bounced back.
That's probably what if I wasn't even an injury. I know Saquon obviously had 2 injuries in New York.
I mean, the Broncos. We're talking about the Broncos. Bo Nix and Christian McCaffrey.
That's a nice little combo. It's a nice little 1-2.
But they just got rid of Javonte Williams, didn't they? Javonte Williams went to.
I was just about
Cowboys.
to say, would you?
Cowboys,
I was just going to say, were you going to trade him in division? But they're not.
Actually,
in the same
you know what?
division.
Speaking of the Cowboys, any deal they've done, that's actually one of the best offseason deals they've made. Getting a running back that's actually a young piece that can actually come in there and produce for that team instead of having Ezekiel Elliott and trying to see if what's his name, the other running back they had last year,
Rico Dowell.
He just got
from the Vikings.
He just went to the Panthers.
Oh, Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook, trying to revive Dalvin Cook's career and Ezekiel Elliott's career last year. Get rid of both of those guys. Bring in Javonte Williams. Dowdle and Williams in the backfield is actually a very, very good duo.
That was
Dowdle is gone. Dowdle went to the Panthers.
Well, then never mind. Williams is a very good running back.
But
Genti's
but they might linked to the Cowboys.
They might.
Yeah, but I thought I saw something that said they weren't interested in picking him.
I've seen a lot of stuff. He says he'd love to play for them.
Tampering?
I thought I saw something that said they didn't want to run double running back.
Ashton Genty should have won the Heisman. Just to throw it out there.
Yep, I agree.
Yep.
Should have won the Heisman.
He did have. He's disgusting.
He should have.
He was very good.
He is disgusting.
He was very good. Daryl said Henry start late too. Didn't he early on in his career age wise? How old was he when you guys drafted?
No,
Derrick
I
Henry?
think no, but I remember wasn't he?
He didn't really start the first. He wasn't a factor like the first 2 seasons.
DeMarco Murray.
DeMarco Murray was the guy. Dion Lewis was the
Wow, I
change
forgot
of
about
pace
Dion
back
Lewis, dude.
for
Yeah, Dion Lewis was a pat.
DeMarco Murray. But then after that, that's when Henry came in. Henry started playing, wasn't doing very well. Had a conversation with Eddie George, and that's when his career just skyrocketed.
Yeah.
And now he's on the Ravens.
And also,
Boo.
the
Ravens,
Facebook post or the social media post that DeAndre Hopkins put out, or Lamar Jackson put out, DeAndre Hopkins, Derrick Henry, and Lamar.
How many touchdowns?
Finally came into fruition. So
109.
Baltimore.
No, DeAndre Hopkins is on his way out.
He'll be getting 6.
Again, a third receiver. That's fine. I don't need him to have 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns in Houston.
I think he has 13 yards.
Listen, it's still better than Nelson Aguilar as a number 3 wide receiver.
Listen, all this just for Mark Andrews to drop a catch in the end zone.
Yep.
I think Andrews is going to stick around, obviously, but I really think Isaiah Likely is going to take the big step up for the Ravens.
I'm a big
fan. I think Isaiah Likely is going to be.
Why did they shift from Likely back to Andrews once Andrews got healthy? Well, why make the switch if Isaiah Likely was already producing at a pretty high level last year?
He almost had that insane catch against the Chiefs, but
yeah,
obviously the NFL wanted the Chiefs to win.
Well, no, I think they kept Andrews in more because he also blocks and he can be used as a decoy. If he's out there, you don't know if it's going to be a run or a pass. Because Likely, he's basically like a big receiver because he doesn't really block that much. So that's probably why they kept Andrews on the field more and more because of it. But I think he's going to work on the blocking. I think that's the key thing because you want to have him out there for majority of the snaps.
Shout out Wesley Burton. Speaking of Colts, he's over on the Facebook page.
Can you put the Tyrell comment again? D-Hop Baltimore's fire. Please keep that up.
There you go, Fonz.
Yeah, thank you. That's exactly what's going to be.
Fonz needs it. Fonz needs it.
I might get his jersey.
Wesley Burton, now that you're here, we were just talking about trading Anthony Richardson. What do you think you can get for Anthony Richardson, and would you trade him? Andy said, agree with Fonz. Casey wasted Hopkins' usage trying to feed Worthy. Andy's a Casey fan.
I think that's understandable. I think they use D-Hop as a decoy in Kansas City and trying to build that consistency, that chemistry between Patrick Mahomes and Worthy, since they're going to be the quarterback throwing to their wide receiver 1 from this this day on. I think that's smart.
Yeah,
because it wasn't that long ago he had 1,000 yards in Tennessee. I think we talked about this earlier. He was still he was still good. And even before he got traded, he was not bad before he got traded to the Chiefs, right?
He was going ring chasing last year. That's what he did.
Yeah.
He went to the Chiefs for a ring and didn't get it, so he'll go somewhere else to try to get a ring, and that's the ring.
Oh, boo-hoo.
He's going to get the ring with the – listen, Lamar gets the ring. He's going to change his jersey number from 8 to 1. I'm going to get the Lamar Jackson jersey when it's number 1, and all's right in the world. Then the Mets win the World Series, then the Knicks win the NBA Finals, and my life will be complete.
That's hilarious.
That's not happening.
Yo, Fonz, how do the Knicks play against top teams in the NBA again? What's their record?
I don't know. I haven't watched the game this season.
Andy said that DeAndre Hopkins not a wide receiver 1, but still worth a spot in the lineup.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wide receiver 3.
So a couple of the big moves that I want to highlight here. Thanks to Fonz for putting this together. DK Metcalf traded to the Steelers. I mean, I saw somebody that this is the best way to sum this up. I saw somebody that said, "What's a duo? What is a nickname for the duo of George Pickens and DK Metcalf?" And someone said, "Unnecessary roughness."
I saw OPI and unnecessary roughness.
Yeah,
unless Pickens goes somewhere else.
They're gonna fight each other in practice, right? They're gonna. Breaking
news: Andy made it to YouTube. To join William Keck. Andy.
Come to the dark side.
But DK, I mean, I don't know. DK disappears in games. Do you guys notice that? When he gets in his head?
Yeah,
well, and also, I mean,
that one chase down block on Budda Baker. Yeah, you're right.
True. I mean, he still has fire. I mean, the thing is, that wide receiver room in Seattle was just too much.
Insane.
Too much. There was
too many different types. Too many different types of players that didn't mesh together.
Absolutely. DK needs to be
complementary
wide receiver in the room, and he can be that in Pittsburgh.
DK's almost had 1,000 yards over every season. He was 8 yards shy this year. In 2021, he was like 33 yards shy. And then in 2019, his rookie year, he was 100 yards shy.
Has he been? He's not injury prone. Like he hasn't really been injured that much, right?
No, he's only missed 2 games, I should say. 3 games or 2 games, 4 games. He's missed like 5 games in his career.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not like he's like it's not an injury problem. I think it's like Dillon said too. It's just the types of receivers they had. They had way too many. Which again, you can always have a lot of good receivers, but that was the case where like they had 4 or 5 receivers but 4 or 5 different types of receivers, and just nothing kind of meshed well together. I feel.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Michaela said, "Sorry, Fonz, but the Mets will never win a World Series. You overestimate their ability to stay healthy."
All right, Michaela, you're off the op list. Congratulations,
Kevin.
Oh,
the list is coming back.
The pen.
Yes, we never saw the list from last year, Cons. All I'm saying.
Well, wait till the Mets win this year, and then they're going to bring it back. Don't worry, I have it saved.
I'm sorry. Wesley commented. He said, if he isn't going to work out and if someone else would want to take on the project, I would try to get at least a 2nd-round pick based on the potential, no lower than a 3rd.
I would say 3rd is the top of the value.
Chargers, breaking news. Chargers re-signed Mike Williams.
Breaking.
Mike. He was.
That used to be on the Chargers, then went to the Jets.
He went to the Jets and came back. Okay.
And the Steelers.
That was a weird thing. The Jets.
So they're going to sign Keenan Allen back, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Bring back the band, baby.
Bring back the band.
Talk about a team that honestly should just kind of blow it up, but
the Chargers.
I don't think so. I think,
dude, I just feel like they're right, but I feel like how long have they been so mid for so long?
Well, I think Harbaugh changed that last year. Brandon Staley was on the head coach for too long. He was terrible.
Yeah, he was god awful. God awful as a head coach.
I think he's a Saints D coordinator now.
Good.
He is. But I'll say this, Kearns. Justin Herbert, kind of mid.
Kind of mid.
Yeah, it's not.
Kind of
not the guy we thought he was, right?
I don't want to hear the Justin Herbert's elite or whatever. Stop it. I don't want to hear it.
I think there was a time where people thought he was going to go into that top tier or top 2 tiers of quarterbacks. I don't think he's in that anymore.
He would have. Joe Burrow would have won if he didn't tear his ACL though.
Yeah.
Right? Was that the same year?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow is
player of the year.
Joe Burrow is the 2nd or 3rd best quarterback in the league.
He's the 3rd best quarterback?
2nd or 3rd.
That's fair.
What is it?
After last year's Patrick
Mahomes,
top 3.
Lamar Jackson.
No. I would say Lamar's 4th.
4? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, okay. 4.
Well,
all right.
okay. Yeah, okay. I still think Mahomes is number 1.
Okay, 4. Okay.
I would say number 2 is Josh Allen.
Okay. You're good, Fitz. You're good. Fitz.
And then I'd say number 3 is Joe Burrow, and then I'd say number 4 is Lamar Jackson.
You're good, Fitz.
And then number 5 is Drake May.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding about number 5.
Jalen Hurts?
Dude, I don't know.
No, you know what? I don't know. You could swap. I feel like Lamar and Josh Allen are so you could swap them in and out. They're interchangeable.
You want to rank quarterbacks for the rest of the episode? Number 32.
I literally have a quarterback tier list right here. Just saying.
I don't know. Burrow's insane.
We have a lot of offseason talk. Let's save quarterback.
The NFL offseason
for
never
a later episode. It never stops.
No news, no politics, just sports.
Just sports.
NFL is 24/7, 365 now.
Yes.
So we can talk about it.
Disney 365.
Geno Smith to the Raiders, Kevin. What do you think about that?
Dillon had the perfect analogy for it. For the Geno Smith, Sam Darnold thing. It's weird because you offered a similar contract to Sam Darnold that you offered to Geno Smith. They're like literally the same player.
Yep. Same player.
And like, who's to say that without KOC, Sam Darnold has success? Because Sam Darnold I'll always remember him as I'm seeing ghosts.
Yeah.
Outside of last year.
I saw an AI image of him in his Seattle Seahawks jersey with ghosts floating behind him. It was great. It looked so great.
I don't know.
Picture.
I don't know, because also Sam Darnold doesn't have TJ Hawkinson, Justin Jefferson, and Jordan Addison. He's got JSN.
Who's that?
JSN.
Smith and
in
Jigba.
Oh, who does Geno Smith have to throw to? Besides
Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby Myers, who I will
Jacoby
forever hate Bill
Jacoby
Belichick.
Myers.
Jacoby Myers. Okay.
Brock Bowers.
And then Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer.
They're going to try to trade him.
They're going to try to trade Mayer.
I don't know why, but okay.
I mean, now
Who
they have a
else you throwing
quarterback
the
with the
ball to?
9 pick. They could draft Tet. There's
Federer
From
McMillan.
Arizona.
Bond had a really nice pro day,
From
super
Texas.
fast.
They can
You
sign
know.
Cooper Kupp.
They could sign Cooper Kupp.
Could sign Cooper Kupp.
I don't know. I mean,
Maybe.
like Jacoby Myers is solid, but like Brock Bowers is the number one.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
He should be. He should be the focus of that offense.
100%.
Dude, is it just because we just brought him up? Is it kind of crazy that if and I know I'm kind of switching gears here just really quickly. Is it kind of crazy? Is it crazy of me to think that if the Pats, for whatever reason, because again, I don't think it's the right decision, but if they do go wide receiver, I think I'd rather them go get McMillan than Travis Hunter.
Tet? I don't know.
Dude, I don't know what it is about him. I really like the fact that he has the size and he has the ability to actually go out there and be.
Oh,
that guy.
you know who else had the size and the ability to go out there?
Me.
Nikhil Harry.
And you know who also has a
Legend.
CB next to his name currently
Legend.
instead of a WR?
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter.
That's why.
Yeah, but is he gonna play both? Do you think he actually?
what I'm
plays
saying,
There,
though,
I
you
don't think he will
can't. There
first.
is no way.
I don't
he
think
can.
so.
At first, he
The
won't.
athletes that he is going to be playing against, they are going to torch it.
I think you'll see-
You're going to have to chase Tyreek Hill up and down the field,
And then
you're
go
gonna get
turn
on the
around
other
and
ball
try to
play
run
against
a
Jalen
route.
Ramsey.
There will
Come
be
on, bruh.
specific. There will be specific.
There'll be sets he
Packages.
runs. There'll be sets,
plays that
packages
there'll
he
be
runs.
specific
Yeah, they'll be like
packages he's a
Wildcat.
part of, but he's
Yeah.
not going to be involved in the offense full time. He's not.
I think
No.
he'll be drafted as a corner and then have like you said, the wildcat trick plays where he'll come in once in a while. Maybe even be like a punt returner or two to get the ball.
Or even like a
you know?
goal line threat, like
Isn't
just
it
bring him in
crazy,
and goal
though,
line sets.
that Mel Kiper still puts him in his like top 3 for wide receiver and corner.
What's he a better receiver or corner? Like, what was he better in college?
People were saying he was a better defender than he was.
That's what I thought it was. Yeah, but that's what I
Because
was
his route
thinking.
running's not as good.
So I think he had like closer to a top end CB season, but just sort of like an above average.
Yeah.
wide
Yeah,
receiver
yeah.
season.
The only
Which
why he got
still,
the
don't get me
Heisman
wrong,
is
that's
because
still
he
pretty-
in both positions. I mean,
pretty
it's based
impressive.
on usage. That's the only reason why
Yeah.
he won the Heisman in the first place.
Yeah.
It should have been Ashton Genty.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna keep saying it. Till the cows
Should have
come
been.
home.
Agreed. Evan Ingram to the Broncos.
Ah, yes.
What we think about that?
Yay.
That's
But
Pro
Bo
Bowler.
Nix throwing to Evan Ingram instead of Trevor Lawrence, the overhyped generational talent down there in
I think
Jacksonville.
Lawrence and Herbert are in the conversation is the most overhyped quarterbacks. Well,
Trevor Lawrence only has this small window this year before I
Trevor
write his ass
Lawrence
off.
is already Trevor Lawrence.
I think he's already there.
is way already there
He's
compared
definitely
to
already there.
Justin Herbert, in my opinion.
yeah.
Oh,
I'll give
compared to
Herbert-
Justin Herbert, definitely, but I think even without the comparison, I think he's already there.
Couple of comments here. Daryl said Najee also went to the Chargers, correct? Najee Harris did go to the Chargers.
He did.
Yeah.
Sean said Staley equals Dennis Allen, which means they're a better coordinator than a head coach.
Fair.
Andy
fair.
said number 6, Joe Milton. The Raiders. I don't. Yeah. And then Sean said Sam is younger though. How much younger is Sam from?
Gino
Sam
was in the league
Darnold?
for a couple more years than Darnold. Darnold was drafted the same year
Darnold
as,
is
he was in the
27.
Lamar Baker.
99,
He'll be
yeah,
28.
27.
Yeah, because it was
And then
Gino's
oh
what,
yeah,
30?
Gino will be 35 next year. So
Gino's
yeah.
gonna be 35.
he was drafted
Yeah.
by the Jets in like 2013.
Wow. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
14.
We were in high school when he got drafted.
Yeah.
I
Only
was.
reason
wrote-
Hunter won
Fonz
Heisman was Dion. That's it.
Kevin wasn't. He's so old. Sorry.
There really wasn't. I wouldn't
I don't know.
necessarily say
Genty should have
that.
won the Heisman.
I wouldn't necessarily say
should've.
that. Will I would probably say the reason why he won Heisman is because there were no other standout solo performances besides Ashton Genty last year in college football. That was
Yeah.
it. That was it. Ashton
Yeah.
Genty was the only guy that had a standout solo performance in his 2024-25 season compared to Travis Hunter. So and he was just in the news for that.
And we never seen
think
something like Travis Hunter before, but we've seen type of Genty seasons. You know,
Yeah,
great
That's true.
running
But
backs.
if you took out Genty and Boise State, they would have not made the playoff at all.
Correct.
I don't think.
No, they
Now,
wouldn't.
if you take away Hunter from Colorado, would they have still been like the same team? Like, would they have been like have more wins or losses or whatever? Too? I don't even
I don't
know
know.
Colorado's record.
Because
is.
then
threw
you
the
had-
ball to Travis Hunter.
I know the
quite a bit in
Heisman was for
Colorado.
like I know the Heisman is an individual war, but like for those type of things, I also factor in the team success a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
How like they did with the team. So,
well, most valuable player to your team. I think that's
yeah. I know people say no. You only check this. People say, oh, I only check the stats. Like, you got to factor in the team too. Like, how'd the team do overall?
Yeah,
it's like giving the MVP to like the 0-16 Detroit Lions.
And I think it's also I think it's a little bit different with college football though, because I think it's such a like you can have a disgusting team and still or you can have a terrible team and still put on a legendary performance.
I get. I'm saying, but like now, I still put a little bit of it. Like you gotta have a little bit of it.
No, that's fair. Yeah, that's totally fair.
Boise State also had a blue field, so that's also my factor. Throw it out there.
So a couple other moves here. Sam Darnold, obviously. Devontae Adams to the Ram, great move. I think him and Matt Stafford is a phenomenal duo. And I mean, shout out to the Rams. How many times have we thought that they were going to take a dip and then they're a playoff team? They're one win away from making it to a Super Bowl.
Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua together. That's going to be a
with
very,
Kyron
very
Williams,
good wide receiver duo next year. And Kyron Williams too in the backfield. That's
awesome.
In uniform number news, Puka, who wears 17,
went to 12.
Number 12.
Went to number 12.
In uniform news,
Fonz, do you have a Puka jersey, Fonz?
I don't really like the Rams jerseys. So
Fonz, how many jerseys have you had to retire in the past couple of months?
Luka
Between
Doncic,
the NBA and NFL.
Luka Doncic, Jimmy Butler, the Vice Wave one. I'm still gonna wear it. And the Geno Smith Seahawks throwback jersey. So
that's a tough one.
I love the Seahawks throwback uniform. So and I love Geno Smith. I thought it was like a perfect like combination.
Do you have an Oilers jersey?
I want to. I don't know what player I would get. I want to get like one of like I would get an Earl Campbell old school one, but I'm saying for like
McNair.
R.I.P.
Oh, yeah, Steve McNair. But was you talking about like a current player?
Ravens connection too. I mean, have to be a current player.
I'm trying to even think. Is there...
Get a Will
anyway, next question.
Get a Will Evans jersey.
Tony Pollard.
Calvin Ridley.
That was an overhyped signing when they remember when he signed with the Jaguars. We're like
Cam Ward, Dillon.
Dillon.
What are they going to do?
Trade down?
In a perfect world?
Yeah.
Trade down to 3. Let the Giants get up because as of right now, the Giants are not getting Aaron Rodgers. They could potentially get Russell Wilson. Potentially.
Don't tell Tyrell. Tyrell, if you're watching, close your ears.
Potentially, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they're going to want to get Russell Wilson either. I think the Giants are going to want to trade up, get their quarterback of the future. Hopefully it doesn't turn out like Daniel Jones did when they drafted him in top 5 picks. Get Cam Ward. He could be the guy there for the future for the Giants. I still think Cam Ward needs some time sitting behind another quarterback, not necessarily starting.
That's fair. I would think that too. Yeah.
But I would hope the Titans would trade down to number 3 with the number 3 draft pick Penn State edge rusher Abdul Carter.
No, I want him.
Abdul Carter.
Let him drop to 4, please.
Yes.
Abdul Carter comes to the Titans, shores up a little bit of that defensive line. Abdul Carter, Jeffrey Simmons, Tavondre Sweat on that defensive line would be stellar. They still need to get another edge rusher anyway, but having a young guy like Abdul Carter would be beneficial. And get a lot of picks. At this point, I want to ride with Will Levis next year and another veteran quarterback. Get a veteran quarterback that's on the market currently. I know Carson Wentz's name's been thrown out there. Oh, barf. I don't want that. I don't want a Colts sloppy seconds. Don't want Carson Wentz. I would rather have, I don't know. Who's available still? Russ Wilson still out there?
Aaron Rodgers? I know he wouldn't do.
I would love Aaron Rodgers. I would love Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers would probably have been the best selection. However, it looks like he's going to the Steelers.
No, I'm saying Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers would have been the guy. That would have been the duo I would have enjoyed most because I think with Will Levis wants to be Aaron Rodgers. He wants to play that style of quarterback. And sitting behind him for a year, I think that just watching him play, I think that would have worked wonders for Will Levis. I still have belief in Will Levis. He can still be a quarterback. I highly doubt it's going to happen in Tennessee, though. I think he's going to go somewhere else and be successful.
Like a Geno or a Sam Darnold?
Yep, or Baker Mayfield. I think that it's going to be similar to that kind of scenario. But unfortunately, I would have loved Levis to be here, be the quarterback for this is 3rd season.
This would be going into his 3rd, yeah.
And this will be the first year he's had since I mean, even before college, I think in high school, where he had the same offensive coordinator and head coach 2 years in a row. The first time in his career.
Hot take.
Wow.
Carter, I believe, is going to be a day 2 pick due to the injury. Going to be the talk of the draft all day.
I think he'll.
And then Sean said it too. Sean said Abdullah Carter isn't top.
I think if anything, he'll fall a little bit, but not too much. I think he'll still.
I don't think he'll go past us at 4. Harold Landry and Abdullah Carter.
I think he would fall a little bit, if anything. If he does fall, it's not going to be to day 2. I think he's still going to be a day 1 pick.
I mean, the guy was a wrecking ball for Penn State.
Yeah.
But bunch of hot takes here from Sean. Cam Ward should have won the Heisman. Genty played a lot of bad run defenses, then got squared up on Penn State and UNLV.
Listen to this. Speaking of quarterbacks who give up on their team, Cam Ward giving up on his team at the Pop-Tarts Bowl for hitting an individual award at half, getting the numbers he needed to have that, and then leave the game halftway through, and then your team loses in the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Oh, I didn't know he left the game. I thought he just like subbed himself out. He left the game.
Halftime, he was just like, I'm done. I'm done. I already got my achievement. I'm good.
Oh no, I knew that. I didn't know he left. I didn't know he left the like.
I mean, no, he was.
Stadium.
I think he was still there, but
I think he still stayed on the sideline. He didn't leave, but he still came out of the game.
They lost the game. They lost
win the game,
the Pop-Tart Bowl. Win the game.
It's best
still a bowl game at the end of the day.
In all of college football, the best bowl, and you left.
I mean, listen, it used to be the Fiesta Bowl, the Little Caesars Pizza Bowl. Now, like a new era, it's the Pop-Tart Bowl. Like that's the one that everyone likes. Like that's the fun one. And
we got to find out who the Pop-Tart's going to be next year. That's what we got to find out.
Unfrosted.
Get the scoop right here.
Did you say unfrosted?
I don't know.
Yeah, Justin eats his Pop-Tarts unfrosted.
My favorite is Wildberry.
I will smack you right in your bald head.
Wildberry? You say Wildberry?
Wildberry's
the best. Wildberry. The best Pop-Tarts.
The 2002.
The purple one with the blue eyes. Like the squiggle.
Yes. Wait, they changed it?
Is it not that? Is it that?
No, it's still the squiggle.
I thought it was still that.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them in a while. So
s'mores is better.
Sean said that Devontae is in the same boat as Hopkins. I don't agree with that, Sean. I love you, but I don't agree with that.
No,
Devontae just came off a 1,000-yard season. Literally played with whoever the Raiders started for a couple of games, and then played with Aaron Rodgers. And I don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
no.
Look. Did Adams have a weird last year? Yeah, with going to 2 different teams, but he was still productive on the field. Like
he was very productive with Aaron Rodgers.
Numbers. It didn't lead to wins for the Jets, but he actually put up individual numbers, which I know we don't like, but like he still produces.
8 touchdowns and over 1,000 yards. Sean, give me a break. Love you, Sean. Give me a break.
Give me a fucking break.
Sean's too. He still did it. You know?
Mike said, "Remember when Pats fans were pissed we didn't pay Ridley that money?" I do remember that, and that's why I'm telling them this year, just calm down, take a second. You want to get the right move. We got to wait for the Eagles to trade us AJ Brown.
Was that a dig at Calvin Ridley?
No, I think it's because we were mad that we didn't sign him, but he did have a super mid-season last year.
I remember
he almost had 1,000 yards. No, he had 1,000 yards last year.
I think he had 1,000.
Yeah.
Two things.
And it happened mostly after DeAndre Hopkins got traded to the Chiefs.
I remember when he got signed to the Jaguars or traded to the Jaguars. We're like, oh, like that's a perfect connection with Trevor Lawrence. Did nothing.
He did have 1,000 yards, and 4 touchdowns and 1,000, barely 1,000 yards.
Less than mid.
When you said Ridley, I'm not gonna lie, Kevin. I thought you meant Stephen Ridley for the Patriots. I don't know why.
Stephen Ridley.
Sean said a Nick Westbrook Akine jersey would be hard. Didn't he just go somewhere?
The Dolphins.
He went to the Dolphins.
2 years, $6.5 million deal. But we just got Van Jefferson. So, I mean, who's the real winner here?
Mike said...
Where was he? Where has he been, Van Jefferson?
Van Jefferson, he was with the Rams. Then he went to the...
Steelers.
I know that. But
was the Steelers last year? Yeah, that's right.
Van Jefferson? Yeah, he was with the Steelers last year.
Mm-hmm.
Mike said, got to heat up those cinnamon Pop-Tarts with milk. Fire. Have fun with Sanders and that shit show. I don't like Sanders.
The Raiders do.
Primetime Jerry Rice wouldn't have helped the Jets win last year. Yep. And how much they pay him, not worth that money. I agree.
How much they pay
you guys gave him a bag, Ridley, last year, right?
Yeah, we gave him a bag.
Yeah. I think that's the point.
Speaking of receivers, Kevin, I got an alert. The Ravens re-signed receiver and special teamer Tylan Wallace. Very good special team return man.
Are you guys going to bring back Duvernay?
No.
No, because
Tylan
Wallace took over Duvernay's spot, and he's been very good for us. So I don't think they're going to bring back Duvernay.
No.
Just in case you guys were interested, cheap viewers at steamboo.com. Remove the space because if they put the space, they'd be marked as spam because that's what they are.
Bartholomew, thanks.
Thanks for the comment,
Well deserved.
Cam Moore's and then he said that s'mores Pop-Tart.
Fuck, told you.
Tyrell over here. Sam Darnold going to be trash this year, and you shut your whore mouth. I think we're going to go get Russ, and I still think they can get Ward. I think we'll do both. So he wants Russell Wilson and Cam Ward on the Giants.
Hey, Tyrell, trade on up, baby.
No one's talked about Shador.
Baby. Give us a third.
I don't like Shador.
And then give us a first round next year. Trade on up, baby.
It was between Cam Ward and Shador. I was like, who'd be the number one QB taken? Now I feel like it's just everyone's talking
it's Cam Ward.
Like,
I don't know.
After the scouting combine, it was all Cam Ward.
I was gonna say it really
people are saying Shador might even be low
second-day
first round or even a second-day
pick. Yeah.
It's like it went from Shador, Ward, or Ward, Shador 1-2, and then now it's like I don't even.
And now you got Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart had a good combine.
I'd have a Dart.
I don't know. Everyone sees them old.
He's the only quarterback that was there throwing, so that's the reason why.
I was gonna say I don't remember any of the quarterbacks that threw at the combine.
I mean,
a mayo fragrance out right now. That's disgusting. I heard Henry Ruggs is out and was signed to the Bucs. Any truth to that? No, there's no truth to that.
Henry Ruggs should.
Jaylen Brown just fouled out with 10 points against OKC. He needs to do better. Wait, really?
Sick. That's awesome. I love that.
Gents, I know you're talking about basketball now. I'm leaving. I have to head off. But
yeah, you're fine.
A great first episode. I think that this is going to be great. Hopefully you all subscribe to the YouTube channel, JDF Sports Network currently. We're trying to get it to JDF Sports. We'll talk about that later. But JDF Sports, new brand, new logo, same guys. We're here to bring you all your sports entertainment and NFL, NBA, hockey, basketball. I already said NBA. Baseball.
Cricket.
There you go. MLB.
Everything. Gaming.
Yep.
Cards.
Yep. Cards. So the boys are going to say I'm leaving, but good seeing you all. And we'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate you, Dillon.
Later, Dillon.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Wednesday, next week, 9 p.m. Eastern time, right here on JDF Sports.
Jesus, dude.
Kerchow.
Kerchow. See you guys.
Kerchow.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Shador Sanders. But hey, Cooper DeJean, is he the Jackie Robinson of football?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a white boy summer now. Cooper DeJean. Yeah.
Couple other big moves. CJ Mosley got cut today. Obviously, Cooper Kupp. We talked about that. Darius Slay went to the Steelers. Javon Holland to the Giants. Aaron Rodgers got cut by the Jets.
I want to say that to Tyrell with the Javon Holland signing, I think that's perfect for the Giants. I love that signing for them. That was. I think it was one of my favorite underrated signings.
Dude, no.
That's for you, buddy.
We just got flagged.
Yep, we're banned.
Yeah, reported.
I guess Kevin didn't like my Javon Holland take, but okay. Sorry.
What was your Javon Holland take? I was busy.
You didn't even hear what I said.
I was showing
I said it's an underrated signing for the Giants. I thought it was a really good move for them.
I thought he was the number one free agent available.
For a safety. I feel like
for every position.
I feel like no one really talked about him, but he's a really good safety.
He's a very good safety. Tyrell has this whole hot take about how they let McKinney go, but then they got Holland and a third pick, so that it won for them, and he's happy.
I wish they kept McKinney, but Javon Holland's a pretty good safety in his own right too, so I think that helps out the secondary a lot.
But Tyrell, if you're still here, what are your thoughts on Holland? My boy Josh Maloof said, missed that so much around Mexico for president. Wesley Burton said, need the Colts to pull off a Trey Hendrickson trade. I don't know, man. Trey Hendrickson to the Colts? I don't know. Couple other moves.
Or did he get traded? I mean, did he get released yet or no?
No, he's on the trade block right now.
That's what, no, I know. I don't know if they released him or if they couldn't find a partner to trade.
So a couple of other quick things before we wrap up here. Justin, a little NBA stuff. You want to talk about the Celtics Lakers most watched non-Christmas game, regular season game in how many years?
Ever, I believe. I think it was the most watched non-Christmas regular season game ever. With something, I don't remember the actual number. But yeah, it was the most watched game. I didn't watch it on TV because I was there.
Real quick, I'm sorry. Mac Jones just agreed to a 2-year deal with the 49ers.
So he backs up Brock Purdy. They don't have a backup now.
No, he's gonna start. He's gonna start day one. They're gonna, yeah. Mac Jones is elite.
The Knicks stink though.
The Knicks do suck, dude.
I haven't watched the game. I don't know. It's baseball season.
I've been watching the highlight reel of Cat going, "Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!"
All-star. I miss Julius Randle.
I'm just gonna say, Cat sus. Is the Knicks fans ready to just be done with him?
No. I think it's more Mikal Bridges we're starting to get.
He is so soft, you guys. Yeah, Mikal Bridges was a bust.
I'd rather be more pissed off.
That Nova, you should have kept Dante.
At least Cat like has his moments and like actually contributes. You know,
should have brought the big ragu in. You should have kept him.
Well, then we would have never got. I would have rather have kept Bojan Bogdanovic instead of Mikal Bridges right now. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Would you rather have had Julius Randle and Dante over Mikal and Cat?
Yeah, because I mean this seriously. The January of last year they had with that full healthy lineup was very good, and I wish I could have seen it a little bit more if everyone didn't get hurt. Like I thought there was something there. I would have been okay with them running it back with that team for the first couple of weeks and months. And then if it wasn't going to work, then the trade deadline, you move things around. I just really wish we saw that team that we saw in January before the injuries. That's just
do you think they go, now that Mitch Rob is back, do you think they try a double big lineup and they move Cat down and they pull someone off the bench, like maybe Mikal off the bench? They run Jalen.
I think they're doing Jalen Hart and Anunoby, Cat, and Mitch. I think that's what they were thinking of doing, or doing Mikal at the 2 and Hart off the bench for the energy. I think because again, Mitch it's been almost a year. It was a broken ankle and surgery and delay. Would I love to see him starting? Yes, because I think when healthy, he's a very good defensive stopper. I think we're gonna have to give it a little bit more time. Maybe by the playoffs we'll see, but I think keep him off the bench for now just to kind of get him back into a rhythm.
All this just to lose to the Celtics.
Yeah, just to lose to the Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers. Enough.
I don't know. There's this big. I saw this thing today, and it was like, "What lineup do you like better?" And it was the Cavs lineup and the Celtics lineup. And I just think that right now, like this is my genuine take as a Celtics fan. They're not playing at full potential right now. They're not playing at full health. They're not playing at full strength. That's just how much there's levels to this. That's just how much different the Celtics are. Like OKC, obviously they're playing right now, and I know that the Celtics are losing. They're going to lose this game. They're down by 8 right now with 1:40 left.
Yeah, I was just trying to pull up the game.
But like, we're talking like playoff Celtics, playoff basketball, all that experience. Like, look at the lineup. They're going to beat any starting 5 in the NBA. Full strength, full healthy.
Yep. If they play the right way and if they're healthy, they're going to be fine. And as long as at least some people on the bench come to play. That's the thing that scares me right now is just there's a lot of games where I look and obviously, Kristaps has been out with this weird, whatever this illness is that he's having. But I feel like there's a lot of games I look, especially games we lose, when I'll look and we run an 8-man rotation and the 3 guys that come off the bench play maybe 10 minutes and there's Peyton Pritchard.
You're good. You're good, Will.
Yeah, you're fine. Peyton Pritchard, who will go out, and obviously he just had that 40-point game, but Peyton Pritchard will go out and have a good game, and then there's literally no bench production outside of that. That's the only thing that kind of worries me right now is that if we're running these short rotations into the end of the regular season like we've been for a while, and then we're going into the playoffs, and we already saw 3 of our main guys. We already saw the whole team go deep into the playoffs, win a championship, and then we had 3 of our main guys with White Holiday and Tatum go and play Olympic basketball all summer. Like those guys are tired. Those guys are worn out. So for us to be running short rotations where the bench is doing nothing, that is the only thing that's scaring shit.
When Tatum's on the court, the Celtics are so good. So good. But Tatum can't play every single minute.
Right.
Really? Right. Do you want him to?
Tatum is the most underrated, underappreciated player in the NBA.
Oh, for the love of God.
That Celtics Lakers, we need that for that's going to be the finals. That's what the NBA wants.
I disagree. I'm not saying I think the NBA wants that. I just don't think that even with Luka, I don't think that Lakers team is good enough to make the finals.
But they want the Lakers in it though for the West. Like 100%, they want the Lakers.
I don't think they beat.
Oh my
OKC.
God. They're gonna love it when it's the Lakers, and they're gonna find a way to get Bronny on the court, Bronny and LeBron on a finals court.
Stephen A's a coward.
That thing is
Stephen A.
weird,
Smith
dude.
is a coward.
That thing is weird, dude.
Say it with your chest. If you mean it, say it with your chest. He's saying what we're all thinking. There was nepotism, 100%.
And as a fan of LeBron, I get like trying to defend your kid. I get the fact that like there's people coming out, and you look at the draft, like Bronny is playing at the same level or better than a lot of people who were drafted near him. And I think that a lot of people are focusing on he's LeBron's kid type thing. He would have been drafted, and I get that. But also, if you look at the actual production, like the people around him are not producing well either. Like Reed Shepherd was the 3rd pick, and he averages like 3 points a game.
He got sent down to the G League a few times, right?
Yeah, and he's been like Bronny's gone to the G League and played well in the G League. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I also don't think like there are people out there who are like, well, Bronny's going to get playing time and become an all-star. No, he's not. He's never going to be an all-star. He's never going to be LeBron's level. He will maybe at the most become a very solid like 7th or 8th man.
Serviceable role player that could start a couple of games.
Or a bridge starter for a team.
I think like I really do think that he needed to. I know because he had to go because of LeBron, but I really think he needed to stay at USC for 2-3 seasons. Yeah. Because his freshman year he lost a lot of time because of the heart condition he had.
Right, and I think that's another thing people forget is like his heart stopped.
And I really think that, and then he needed. Some guys don't need a year or two to develop in college. Bronny, I think, needed 2-3 seasons to develop fully. I think
he averaged like 3 points a game at USC.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like if he was, after that bad freshman year with the heart condition, say a sophomore season, he could have improved maybe by his junior year.
Even if he gets up to like better. 8 points a game and like 4 assists or something like that. That's still
looked better. I'm saying, instead of I just think he needed to stay 2-3 seasons. One of those guys that needs to do that.
But like going back to the whole Stephen A. Smith thing, like again, I get it. I get that you want to defend your son and you don't like the fact that your son is being talked about. But he's an NBA player now. You can't do that. I'm sorry, but like you cannot approach someone who's doing their job, whether or not their job is to talk shit about your son or say all this other shit, whatever. You cannot sit there and be like,
you got to be the bigger.
Right, you can't basically give him the Will Smith treatment. Be like, get my son's name out of your mouth. No, your son is a professional athlete now. Yep. Your son is in the NBA. He's going to get criticism. You cannot.
And everybody knows it was nepotism.
Yeah. And like, I do agree where you're coming from, Kevin, the point of like Stephen A. Smith was like, well, it wasn't a best. He was a father. And then a few days later, he came back on Gilbert Arenas show and he was like, well, I thought it was weak. I thought it was bullshit, but it was a father.
Bro,
I was like,
say it with your chest.
If you're going to be mad about it, be mad about it. He's like, well, I wasn't going to say anything until it went viral. I'm like,
it's not like it was a son of like a random role player. It's like you're like the son of like LeBron James. Of course, you're going to get the criticism.
And it's also LeBron approached you during the third quarter of a game in LA. How do you not think that's going to go viral?
Yeah.
Like he was like, well, I wasn't going to say anything about it, but then it went viral. I'm like, you're one of the biggest names in sports media. That is the biggest basketball player on the planet.
You were on the court. It wasn't like you were behind the scenes in the locker room. Like you were on the court.
Right. Or like it wasn't like it was in the street outside the stadium. It was literally on the side, like on the fucking sideline. You're going to it's going to get talked about.
It was just a weird thing. But there's also both sides to where you can kind of like agree and disagree with both sides in that whole thing.
No, 100%. We're like, again, I get it. You're a father. That's your son. But your son is a professional athlete.
Sean said most important, Bronny is a grown man.
Yeah. He is a grown man. He can defend himself if he wants to.
And that's what you got to teach your son is to stand up for himself with his game, right? LeBron's been one of the most scrutinized basketball players of his whole career.
Right. And I think that definitely pours into it. I wouldn't even say I would say he's been the most scrutinized player in NBA history. And I think he was 14 and people were already calling him the next face of the NBA. You know what I mean? Yeah. They were calling him the chosen one at 19 years old.
Yeah.
He's had that weight on his shoulders his entire not even just his entire NBA career, his entire basketball career. So I do think he's trying to like protect his son, but at the same time, he's a grown man.
You got to teach him how to protect himself.
He's an NBA player. Like you have to. You can't be running up to an analyst and getting in his face because he talked bad about your son.
Yeah. All right, guys. Anything else?
Justin Fields.
Well, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We had a good time here. It was awesome to be back. JDF Sports is back. Everyone make sure to follow us on YouTube. Check us out. We're going to be posting clips from the show on TikTok. Make sure you subscribe to us on Twitch. We also are on Facebook, X. We'll be on Spotify once we get this episode uploaded or whatever we end up doing with it. But little technical difficulties. We got off to a little rocky start, but this was awesome. It was so good to feel all the love. Thank you for everybody who commented on YouTube, on Facebook. I tried to do my best to get the comments from each show. But I appreciate everybody who tuned in. Make sure you're subscribing to us on YouTube. This is going to be the home base. Eventually, we're not going to be streaming on Facebook anymore. We're just going to be living on YouTube. But Kearns and I are going to be streaming some video games this weekend on Twitch and YouTube. So make sure to check us out over there. We're going to have a good time. So definitely subscribe to us on those platforms. Fonz, anything else you want to add, my good sir?
Well, it's good to be back, and we got a lot more coming. Not all at once, but little things trickling in the coming weeks. Not just this show and the card thing, and then this video game thing you guys are going to be doing, but other stuff too. So
really, I wonder what other stuff.
I don't know. We got to kick back and think.
Yeah, look out for Fonz OnlyFans coming pretty soon.
That's it.
That's it. Actually, that's all we're doing. That's the only thing we did this whole show just to promote that.
That's the only thing we're doing.
All right, Justin, you want to add anything else before we do some final thoughts and get out of here?
It's just good to be back, man. Great for a show. Like, this is the energy we were missing, and I'm happy this energy has come back. And thank you to everyone who came and commented. I saw a couple people who hopped in the show, so thank you guys for that. And we just look forward for your support to the future.
Hell yeah! All right, Fonz, final thoughts.
Final pieces.
DeAndre Hopkins is going to be very good for the Ravens. That's all I got.
Justin, final thoughts.
You're bald, and I hate you for it.
Awesome, love to see it. Final thoughts is, guys, I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back behind a mic. I'm happy to be with my guys. I'm happy for all the shit that we're planning and we got going on. So thank you, everybody, for the love. Like I said, make sure you're following us. And with that being said, I'm Kevin Fitzmaurice. You can call me Fitz.
This is intern Kearns. Apparently, I'm intern again now.
I am your boy, Fonzie. Fonz. Whatever you want to call me.
Yeah.
All right.
Fonz.
Have a good night, everybody. Wow.
I'm going to come.
I'm going to come.